Hey guys, I'm Patty Heath, also known as Patty the Marketing Mentor. I'm so glad that you're joining me this evening to learn a little bit about marketing your business online, all of my tips and tricks, little secrets that I have formulated over the last several years. I'm going to switch over to a presentation. And then if you have questions for me, please shoot them in the comments below, or you can send me an email. All right, let's get started. Okay, guys. Once again, my name is Patty Heath. I am here because I love marketing. I enjoy helping my clients figure out how to build marketing strategies they can actually use, things that actually work. I mean, I don't know how many clients I've talked to, and they tell me I've spent so much money with all these agencies. I hired in-house teams. I spend a lot of money and I have no idea what I've gotten out of it. What's the ROI? And I say, well, look, it's probably because there was something wrong with the strategy. So we're going to take a few steps back and look at your strategy so you can start getting some results. And once again, if you need to reach me, you can find me at hello@pattythemarketingmentor.com. So a little bit more about me. I have 18 years of marketing experience, traditional marketing, commercials, print, direct mail, trade show, all the things that we know about. And of course, online marketing is no secret to anybody. Email, social media, websites, blogs, content strategy. I've worked with some of the great brands that you see over to the right. I'm sure you've heard of them, but I've been really lucky to work with small startups as well. Keeps me fresh, keeps me thinking of new, exciting ways to get results. So let's jump right in. People ask me all the time, why do I need marketing? I have a sales team. I can just get them on the phone and start making sales, right? Well, for some companies, sure, that absolutely works. However, the more and more people are getting accustomed to putting their products and services online, you're going to have to get an online presence in order to stay competitive. What I do say is that your brand is more than just what you sell. I got this quote. I was on Twitter the other day. Brenner Michael, thank you so much for saying this. I say this absolutely all the time. So your brand has to focus on what you mean for yourself to come to market, why you created this thing in the first place. You need to communicate that to the public. Something. I hope this makes sense to everybody. All right, so let's jump right into my 3 secrets to success. Secret number 1, how to define your target market in less than 1 hour. It's my surefire way to narrow down a target market that is unique to your business. Secret number 2, how to guide more potential customers to make a purchase. You're going to learn the magic recipe that I've created for getting content that drives the prospect of buyers right to a purchase. I've been using these tips and tricks. I adapted them from a few great companies out there that I love so much. We're going to talk about them a little bit later. And secret number 3, it's my ease method. I want to make things easy for you. You're going to create and launch this marketing strategy that actually gets you money, get customers paying for things in your business and getting you more success. Let's get started. Secret number 1, let's define that target market. So I'm going to walk you through an exercise. I hope you have pen and paper. If you don't, grab something very quickly, or you can take notes on your phone, whatever works best for you. If you haven't already defined the mission for your business, this is your opportunity to really start thinking about why you exist. Here's an example from my friends at Warby Parker. I love glasses. I need a new pair. I don't know where mine are right now. I have about 3 pairs of glasses. And Warby Parker offers, their mission is to offer designer eyewear at a revolutionary price while leading the way for socially conscious businesses. So find a mission that really speaks to why you exist. Perfect it, write it down. It shouldn't take you that long. Don't spend more than 15, 20 minutes. Number 2, define what problem your business solves. Okay, so here's an example from Warby Parker. Quite simply, they said, eyeglasses are too expensive. Oh, I hate to admit how much money I spent on one of my pair of frames. I only had them for about 8 months before I broke them. They are custom. You have to send them off to a warehouse. You have to wait 700 years. Needless to say, I don't have those glasses back yet. So I'm using an old pair of frames. They're just too expensive. Number 3, Write down how your business solves this unique problem, okay? So for Warby Parker, what they said is that, look, big design houses, they have different manufacturers and companies shipping product into them. That's what drives a lot of the cost up. So in order to circumvent that, they design glasses in-house, okay? So they can get directly to the customer, do a high quality at a lower cost. So this is the how. Write down your how you are solving the problem. Again, get this done in less than 10 to 15 minutes. And last but not least, who? Who exactly does your business speak to? What problem are you solving unique to this person? I love the fact that Warby Parker used their About Us and their history section on their website to tell this story. They were students. One of them lost their glasses backpacking. The cost of replacing them was too high. We've all been there. Raise your hand. Listen, I know what it looks like. I procrastinated for a long time getting mine sent off. They're talking specifically about being students. So we're talking about who their potential target market looks like, right? So we're talking about students, particularly maybe grad students. You're focusing on universities. You can pick major cities. Oh my goodness, it's sounding like a target market. Do this for yourself. Do not spend more than 10 to 15 minutes on each one of these sections, and you will have to find your target market in less than 1 hour. Okay, let's move on. Secret number 2, how to guide more potential customers to make a purchase. Now, I love HubSpot. I've been using inbound marketing for probably the last, I don't know how old I am, 8 years. I enjoy the way that they discussed a buyer's journey. Here's a very common one that a lot of companies use. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's start with the awareness stage. You're going to be creating content now that you have your target market that directly speaks to particular people's problems. So in awareness, you're going to create some content that answers a common problem that they have. So for Warby Parker, they may have written pieces speaking to students who need to find a solution to getting eyewear that's affordable, okay? So your prospect is experiencing symptoms of a problem or an opportunity, and they're looking around online for a solution, okay? So those are very common search terms. I like to say, let's cheat the SEO, the search engine optimization. If you think about the top 20 problems that your target market has, you have content that will last you for months and months and months and months and months and months. Consideration stage. So now that the prospect has a clearly defined problem, I broke my glasses, I need to figure out some places that are affordable. They're really deep into the research. You're going to write more content that helps them understand how to solve this problem a little bit more specifically than when they were just doing some educational research. And then last but not least, decision stage. I like to say this is when you finally can talk about you. Before decision stage, it's general information and education. Decision stage, now you're saying, hey, we've identified that you have a problem here, and you're so lucky because I'm the right person to help you, and I'm going to tell you how. So think about those 3 different categories: awareness, consideration, decision. All right. Awareness, you're just getting them educated about what their problem looks like. Consideration, you're getting a little bit more specific. And decision, you are helping them make the purchase. Let's keep going. So if you look at the buyer's journey, deep into types of content and content platforms, all right? This is going to be unique to your target market. So in the awareness stage, some examples here. These are just examples. You're going to have to pick things that make sense for your target market. White papers. I've worked with so many clients that it makes sense for them to create white papers. You need to be the subject matter expert. So they can create a white paper, attach it to a blog, and now people are interested. You're promoting that information out there. It's answering questions to common problems. Other ideas are free guides, ebooks, checklists, free videos, kits, you name it. Moving on to the consideration stage, a webinar. I love a webinar. I am the perfect target market for learning something new via a webinar. But case studies, free samples of something, a product sheet, those work for consideration too. Remember, they're getting deeper into solutions for their problem once they got into the consideration phase. And then last but not least, decision. Free trial. How many of us love a free trial? I love a free trial. Every platform that's out there for marketing, I've tried it if they had a free trial first. And then I can formulate my opinion and then make a purchase from there. But that's true for product demos, consultations, etc. Depends on your business. It depends on your target market. I think some of you are over there nodding your heads right about now, which is making me really, really happy because I know this is starting to hit you. All right, great. So we've made it through secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3. Let's jump right on into the ease method. My ease method is easy, okay? You're going to engage your target market that we just defined. You are going to acquire their information, which we all call leads. You are going to seal the deal by closing a sale. And then you're going to keep those people happy and excited about you by enriching the relationship, okay? Let's get into that a little bit deeper. So let's start with strategy. These 3 categories here are exactly how you're going to create and launch a marketing strategy that produces profits, blah, blah, blah. So let's talk about that. You need to have a clear strategy. What's the focus? What is your goal that you would like to accomplish here? And then in the middle, you have tactics. Those are all the activities you are going to do in order to hit your strategy goal. And then your KPIs are your measurement. So how are we going to measure whether or not we're successful? You know, how do we know that any of this worked? This is the formula for changing, getting some marketing out there that's just random tactics that someone sold you and creating something that gets you results. So for engage your target market, if you notice, I put underneath their buyers personas. A buyer persona, very quickly, is a very specific character under the umbrella of your target market. So your target market, we said, was a little bit loose, like Warby Parker. If it's grad students, that's an age range maybe of 22 to 27. And that can be men and women at universities across the United States. That's broad. A buyer persona might be at a particular school in New York. So maybe we're going to say Fordham University, for example. They are in grad school studying medicine. They are 24 years old in their second year. They enjoy coffee. They are studying constantly, walking the campus. Do you see how we're getting more specific? That's a buyer persona. Whole different webinar series for buyer personas. We'll tackle that later. So now that we understand we have to get them engaged, we are going to take that content we created from the awareness funnel. We're going to publish it and promote it on your blog. If you don't have one yet, you're making one tonight. Social media and other areas on your website. So if we did a white paper, it's great to have a call out on your website somewhere for that white paper. All right. And then our KPIs just stands for key performance indicators, how we're measuring success. Likes and follows on social media. Are people commenting? Are they interested in what you're talking about? They're not. We need to go back to the drawing board and start again. Have people visited your website after looking at this content? Did they repost it? Did they create inbound links back to your content? This is how we're going to measure success. Every company is a little bit different. You're going to look at how you're performing today. And after you start doing engagement strategies, you're going to say, this is how I've progressed over the course of 60 days. I hope that makes sense. Let's keep things moving. Next is acquire. So, all right, great. We've published content. Now, how do we get people's information into our hands to keep them fascinated and buying things from us? You're going to create places to capture their information, okay? So that's through forms on your website, on your blog, or other automation tools that you use. I have a few that I like out there: Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, MailChimp, Drip. There's tons. I've already mentioned HubSpot. They're not listed here, but I love, love, love HubSpot, Marketo. Create forms, put them on your website and blog or other tools that you're using to get people's information. So if you have a white paper and they click on it on your website, it will open a form that asks them for some basic information, and then it hits submit or download now. They get what they asked for, and you get their lead information. Bada bing, bada boom. Are we all happy? I'm happy. I'm happy when we capture leads. It's a very easy measurement there. We're measuring how many leads were captured. All right, let's move on. Something else there would be like a lead capture boxes. They pop up right when people enter your website or they exit, call them existential boxes. We've all seen them. Okay. So let's seal the deal. Now that you have these leads, you should be very, very excited because now you can start a conversation with people. You can seal the deal with your target market by using remarketing ads, lead nurturing campaigns via email. So now you're sending them more relevant content. You sent them, they responded to one awareness piece that you already posted on your blog. Now that you have their email, you can thank them for visiting you and send them another piece of content that's relevant to the first piece of content. So now you're creating a dialogue with them, move them from awareness, consideration to decision. Okay, I hope this is starting to make sense. You're going to measure success by how many sales have come from each one of those campaigns, your average order size, so on and so forth. Last but not least, enrich. Now that they have purchased something from them, you have a gold mine with people who have made a purchase. They've already committed to you on some level about your business. Now, your job is to keep them happy. I send people surveys, give them discounts for the repeat purchases. Ask them to share their experience with your brand on social media. Their extended community, guess what? Are a whole bunch of people just like them in general. And so if they fit your target market, chances are their community on social media also fit your target market and buyer personas. So keep them interested, keep rewarding them. They will become brand evangelists for you. And if you do this well, they will stay with you for life. I am an excellent brand evangelist, not just because I'm a marketer, but when a product really does something for me, I talk about it all the time. I'm really like that with food items. I know we all have our thing. Okay, moving on. Repeat purchases, referrals is how you're going to measure success. All right. So let's just recap your 3 secrets to success: defining your target market, your mission statement, defining the problem, how you're getting to a solution for these target audiences, and who they are. What do they look like? How are you going to find them? Secret number 2, how to guide more potential customers to make a purchase. It's your buyer's journey. You're going to make remarkable content that speaks directly to those problems we just outlined in secret number 1 and guide them through awareness, content, consideration, and decision. And number 3, the ease method. Now that you have all of that fabulous content from your buyer's journey, you're going to publish it so you can get people engaged, acquire their content, and acquire their lead information, so their names, email addresses. You're going to seal the deal by keeping in contact with them with email nurturing campaigns. And then once they've made a purchase and they're customers of yours, keep them happy and enrich the relationship by providing them extras, asking them to share their success on social media. I hope these 3 secrets to success made sense for you. I hope you wrote them down, and I hope that you use them in the future. Here's one of my clients that I like to talk about, Beauty Blender. Beauty Blender came to us and they had a very minimal e-commerce presence. I was very excited that we were able to build out their platform for them. We increased their email list by 300% in 60 days, increased online sales by 40%, increased repeat purchases by 50%. I mean, how many people out there wouldn't like those same kind of numbers, right? All right. So did How to Start Marketing a Business Online help you today? I hope your answer is yes. Great. I see some people nodding out there, I hope. I have a masterclass coming up, Attraction Marketing. It is 6 weeks. We will go through niche market definition, buyer persona creation, which we just talked about in today's presentation. I will help you develop an elevator pitch, a content strategy using the ease method, promotional plan, and testing and refreshing your strategy. from me after today, please just shoot me a note. You can find me, hello@pattythemarketingmentor.com. Visit my website, pattythemarketingmentor.com. And of course, on all social media as pattythemarketingmentor.com. That is all for today. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to hear from you all soon.